prices.
You hungry? Quick bite, come show. Patty Shack hit this one with that yo. Patty Shack, why you there on beef, chicken patties, taste them a go on. Rot it on the menu, chicken, pork, beef. Grab and go vibes for quick relief. Send Lusha vibes with the island flavor. Patty Shack for the tastier than ever. Patty's crispy, rotted and nice. Find us on the gram, taste it, enjoy the spice. Anyway you're there, bring your belly up tall. Patty Shack for the win. We got it all.
Nothing beats the real Jamaican flavor. Whether you're there on the go, you're there at work, or you just a chill. Patty Shack, they got the perfect grab and go snack. Find them island-wide at top supermarkets, restaurants, and bars. Follow them on Instagram at Patty Shack St. Lucia for mouth-watering updates and exciting giveaways. Patty Shack, real Jamaican patties. Now with bigger, better rotis. Taste the tradition.
Playing the super hits of today.
So don't tell me nothing when skills are knocking and start the jam. Me always like rocking. I feel it the wine or something inside the band. Every man hold on to a woman and we shouting. I invented party. I invented party. So you know I'm matching it.
Bringing back great memories with super.
With you, your drive time companion. Now your companion has a companion this afternoon. I want to let my companion say hello.
Hey, it's Playboy Kyle back at it again with some super hot fire with Blazing FM.
Okay, awesome. Now, just a quick reminder, we're at Rhythm. This is Rhythm FM. Yeah, this is fine. That's perfectly fine. We are family after all, Rhythm and Blazin, so it's perfectly fine. Okay, so Playboy, you have some information for us. You're releasing, or you have released one of the hottest tracks for the season, for the Creole season, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's entitled Pumwewe, and it's a very vibrant, catchy, song that people could enjoy, dance to, very vocal. Yeah, it's a really nice song.
It's a really nice song. Cool. All right, so let's learn a little bit about you, okay? So can you tell us a bit about your background and how you got started in music?
Well, I first fell in love with music as a young kid, growing up, spending time with my granny, my aunts, watching TV shows, X Factor, America's Got Talent, and seeing all these artists coming on and singing their heart out. It really inspired me. So from that young age, I started, singing, and it was just a way for me to express myself.
Right.
And from then on, I just fell in love with music.
You just fell in love with music. So what would you say, or who would you say have been some of your biggest influences in music?
There are a lot. I
mean, sometimes Whitney Houston influences me, but you don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
What are some of your influences?
Well, I would say in different genres, in aspects like dancehall, I would say artists like Prince Swani, Vybz Kartel,
Right.
Mavado. When it comes to pop, I would say people like The Weeknd, maybe people like Justin Bieber, because they're very vocal.
Right.
And I tend to incorporate my vocals into my music a lot. So a lot of these artists inspired me as well.
Okay, amazing. So can you walk us through your creative process? Is there something that you need to do for you to get into the headspace for you to write?
For me to write, honestly, it just it comes to me. It's something that I cannot force, and I would also advise other artists, like when writing a song, if you do write,
Right.
don't force it. If you don't feel the vibe, it has to just come and just flow
comes through.
naturally. It's like an out-of-body experience. I'll be at home and I'll turn on a beat and I'll be like, yeah, I'm feeling this. And whatever comes to mind, I just jot it down and afterwards construct the song better, where I would like adjust the flow, adjust certain lyrics so it could fit perfectly, because I prefer to write and construct music so that it comes out more professionally.
Okay, so just a quick question. This one is for me personally. Do you always walk with like a pen and paper, or do you use your phone? Because let me tell you, if I get up right now, I go to my bag and I come back, I have already forgotten. By the time I get to the bag, I have already forgotten what I went to the bag for. So do you write it down? Do you record it? What do you do?
I tend to write it down or like type it in notes,
Right.
because the inspiration comes at really random times. Sometimes I'd be up at like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, and something would just click. Or
Bam,
like,
inspiration.
right, one time. Or like last night, something just came to me and I'm like, I don't have a beat yet, but I'll just write it down and like, okay, I have this. I'm gonna figure it out later, but I have this. I'm gonna, take it down and then tackle it at a later date. But I know I have something to start with.
Okay, great stuff. Now you mentioned your current song, the one that has recently been released. It is a Creole. Is it fully Creole?
It is
Fully Creole.
Well, I would say 95% Creole. I have
95%.
one verse in there that has a few English words, but it's mainly Creole.
Okay.
Right.
So could you tell us about like what the theme of the song is? What is it generally about? And what inspired you to write this song specifically?
Well, it's about dancing and about the festivities of Creole. Because when I think of Creole Day, one of the first things that come to mind, apart from the food, is these beautiful young women dressed in the Creole gowns and the madras and dancing and enjoying themselves. So when I came up with the song, I was like, I want that to be a song where people can just listen to it and dance to it, and then when you hear this song, when it comes on, you have to move. Some part of your body has to move, whether it be your head, your feet, like you have to move.
Right.
So it's like I really wanted to incorporate the spirit of dance into that song.
Okay, amazing. So how would someone acquire your song? Can we find it on YouTube? Can we follow you on Instagram? Where can we hear the song?
Well, on Instagram, you can catch me at Playboy Kyle. That's PLAE_BO11_KYL3. On YouTube, you can catch me at Playboy Kyle. That's PLAE space BOII space KYLE.
Okay,
Right.
and then we can get to listen to this song and be inspired to move our bodies a little bit,
Right.
and probably learn a few Creole words there. Yeah,
Of course,
gonna
yes.
learn something.
Of course, yes.
Okay, so everyone, without further ado, going to play this one here. Who, where?
Yeah.
Right? Listen, the Creole is not so good on my end. So this one right here again is called Who Where Well. This one is by Playboy Kyle.
CTR. Jeune femme, je soupe dada consi comme ça. Soupe ça consi comme ça. Même si ou pas ni dada. Fais ça pas les Harry Potter. Consi comme ça. Soupe ça consi comme ça. Même si ou pas ni dada. Fais ça pas les Harry Potter. Pour moi, ouais. Venez danser pour moi, ouais. Les oui, mais pour moi, ouais. Moi, ni pour pas rigoler, yeah. Pour moi, ouais. Venez danser pour moi, ouais. Les oui, mais pour moi, ouais. Moi, ni pour pas rigoler, yeah. Ou pas ni pour paix. Ou savent me ni en bouche. Venez danser avec moi. Venez danser pour moi, ouais, yeah. Ou pas ni pour paix. Les yo kave, ça fait moi. Et yo ka mal parler moi. Moi, ni femme yo ka oui, mais yeah. Pour moi, ouais. Venez danser pour moi, ouais. Les oui, mais pour moi, ouais. Moi, ni pour pas rigoler, yeah. Pour moi, ouais. Venez danser pour moi, ouais. Les ek fè sa soupe, il fè sa fè sa pale, il fè men hele waya, il papa bonye. Le y ka danse, tout se moun la ka vini gade, me le mwen wive ek le mwen koumanse, mwen ka chofe pa sa kob la maye. Pou yo vini danse pou mwen le y wime pou mwen, mwen ni pou bali gole. Pou mwen vini danse pou mwen le y wime pou mwen, mwen ni pou bali gole. Ay bodye, mwen pa we pou Creole day, belle femme et puis belle mahé. Ano ale. Ay bodye, mwen pa we pou Creole day, belle musique tout moun ka jwe, mwen vle tan tout moun chante. Pou mwen vini danse pou mwen le y wime pou mwen ni pou bali gole. Pou mwen vini danse pou mwen le y wime pou mwen ni pou bali gole. Soupe sa konsi konsan, même si ou pa ni dada, fè sa pale Harry Potter. Konsi konsan, soupe sa konsi konsan, même si ou pa ni dada, fè sa pale Harry Potter. Pou mwen vini danse pou mwen le y wime pou mwen ni pou bali gole. Pou mwen vini danse pou mwen le y wime pou mwen ni pou bali gole.
No, that's right. This one right here was called where. No, like I keep saying, I'm not very strong with the Creole. You know, I keep trying. But one thing I can say for sure, I definitely enjoyed this track. It definitely had me moving a bit. Right? I can hear some real expression in this song as well. So could you tell me, you know, as a male individual in our society, it's rather difficult for men to express themselves. And music, in my opinion, is something that is really expressive. How do you feel about that? And how do you find yourself? How do you find it in yourself to be so expressive?
Well, I would say I've always been good with words. You know, I've always tried to get people to understand me or to understand my point of view or where I'm coming from. You know, so it's always been a part of me to be able to articulate myself well and express myself well. Even back in school days, you know, when it came to writing stories like composition and that type of stuff, I was really good with literature. I was really good with literature.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was always a part of me. I guess that's why I picked up, you know, being able to write songs and, you know, express myself, especially as a young man been through a lot, you know. Music was just a way for me to express myself. I also have an EP that I'm in the process of releasing.
Ooh, projects coming up, y'all.
Yeah, it's already being released. I have 3 songs from that EP already released. You can also find them on YouTube. The EP is entitled Scum, SCUM, Society Can't Understand Me. So this is where I used the music to try to express myself and, you know, use music as a way to, you know.
Okay, so what would this is rather an interesting title for an EP. Is what should we expect from your EP?
Well, a few inspirational songs, a lot of pain songs. You know, in my music, I tend to speak about a lot of reality because, especially for the younger generation, you know, emotionally and mentally, we have a lot dealing with mental health and a bunch of stuff like that. So I tend to just try to express it in the music, you know, express the way we would feel, because I know a lot of youths can relate to what I say in my music.
Right.
So that's basically the message I was trying to get across with this EP. But I also tried for it not to be too much of a downer, so I incorporated a few inspirational songs in there, like, you know, go get the bag, go get out there and hustle, and, you know. Right.
Okay, so outside of music, what are some of your passions? What are some of the things that you do?
Well, I would say, since I love food, cooking, I dabble in a bit of reading as well, because, you know, I like to read and explore different arts of literature. You know, also help me express myself in different ways. I'm a very introverted extrovert. I tend to, stick to myself and cling to myself. Although I'm very good at expressing myself and conversating with others, I tend to just stick to me, stay in my own space, be in my own lane, always in my own world, and just enjoy my own little space. Sit at home, watch a little documentary, try to open my mind, elevate myself, understand different things. I tend to sit and study different artists and their styles of music and the way they express themselves, so I could pick up on different things to try to incorporate in my own sound and in my own style.
Okay, so you're learning from. So who are some of your mentors? Oh.
There are a lot, because I really love music. And I tend to dabble in multiple different genres.
I see.
So as an artist, I don't just have a specific genre to say like I'm a dancehall artist. My main focus is dancehall, but I'm trying to create my own original sound where I can incorporate different genres into the dancehall. So maybe a bit of R&B, a bit of soca, a bit of calypso, a little bit of everything into my own style and my own sound and music.
Okay, so what are some of your, I'm sorry, you were saying?
Some of my mentors, I would say, a lot of Trinidad artists. A lot of Trinidad artists. Growing up, I would listen to Marshall Montano, newer artists like, again, Prince Swanee, one of my biggest inspirations.
Right.
K-Lion, R.I.P. K-Lion, especially when it comes to his vocals. I took a lot of that from him, being able to sing and, when it comes to pop and R&B, I would see people like Bryson Tiller, The Weeknd,
right.
A lot of artists that will not come to mind right now, but
yeah, but you were kind of put on the spot there. You had to figure this out.
and I listen to a lot of different kind of music. So
yeah, I understand fully. So, what are your goals for the future, both personally and professionally?
Professionally, I just want to be able to put my country on the map musically.
Right.
For 758 dancehall to be worldwide, and for it to not just be mediocre music, because a lot of the grown-up folks, they tend to say like the music the younger generation listens to, it's so I'm trying to incorporate a lot of positivity, to express that kind of vibe, because I come from a really beautiful island, so we had to show the world that we have some beautiful spirits.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had an opportunity to collaborate with one artist, just one artist, anywhere in the world, from any part of the world, okay, on any genre, which artist would you choose?
At this very moment,
Mm-hmm.
at this very moment, who would I pick? Who would I pick?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Dead or
see,
alive.
now you're making it harder. Now you're making it harder. Okay. I'm thinking the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson.
Oh, yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, I feel like I could learn a lot from him, especially in terms of vocals,
Right.
and the way he, tried to relay certain messages and express himself.
Right.
That song comes to mind. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
Right.
To be able to get to the people, to speak out for the people.
Yes.
I think I could learn a lot from him in these different aspects.
Alrighty, awesome. Now, how long have you been making music for?
It's been about 7 years now, but professionally releasing music, I started sometime this year, around between July, thereabout.
Okay, so what changed? What made you become or have the desire to be more professional?
Well, starting early out, I figured I didn't really get the right motivation. The people around me was like, oh, music don't have money in it, you're not going to reach far in that. And I'm like, I got to a point where I never stopped making music. I never stopped, tackling beats. And I got to a point where I sat down and I was like, yo, you are really good at this. And there are, while people are saying that music isn't going to take you anywhere, there are other artists all around you that are coming up through music, especially in Jamaica. It's like a new artist bus. Left, right, and center every week, every other day, a new artist pops up. So I'm like, if they can do it, for sure I can do it too.
Yes.
So I got to a point where it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter what people say, what people think. I am going to take music seriously, and I'm gonna do it, and I will reach far. I'm gonna make it happen.
Okay, so what would be some advice you would have for artists who have not gotten to that point in that you are at, who still have those doubts? What would you say to those up and coming artists?
Well, my motto is: you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. You have to have a dream and believe in it, whether other people support you or whether they're with you or not. You have that dream, you set your goal, and you chase it no matter what. Don't let anything discourage you or sway you. You know, life is life. Life will life. You know, it will get hard. It will get hard. It will get discouraging. But you know, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going until you get there. And even when you get there, keep going until you get better.
Wow. Okay. So we've definitely wow. Okay. So I think, well, is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners today? Anything else?
God. Yeah, big up God. You know,
Yes,
thank God for life. You know, thank God for this talent that He's blessed me with, and for all the people that are around me that continuously support me. Thank God for them as well. And you know, just do your best in everything you do.
Okay, amazing. All right, everyone. So again, Playboy Kyle in the house. He was just sharing a bit of his experience, a bit of his background, and of course one of his newest hits,
It translates to so I can see, or for me to see.
For me to see.
Right.
Okay, for me to see. Again, the
so I
Creole
can
is not
see.
that great with me, you know what I'm saying? But definitely a great track, and definitely a song you want to put on that YouTube playlist. All right, guys. So again, thank you so much, Playboy
It's been a
Kyle.
pleasure.
Thanks for coming in. All right, so guys, one more time for your listening pleasure. Pumwewe.
Knock it.
CTR. Jeune femme, je souhaite concis comme ça. Soupe ça concis comme ça. Même si ou pas ni poda. Fais ça par les Harry Potter. Pour moi, ouais. Venez danser pour moi, ouais. Les oui, mais pour moi, ouais. Moi, ni pour pas rigoler, yeah. Pour moi, ouais. Venez danser pour moi, ouais. Les oui, mais pour moi, ouais. Moi, ni pour pas rigoler.